Hello and welcome. In the previous class, we learned about glacier, its type, and various erosional and depositional landform formed by glacier. So in response to your queries, I am here to explain the last three erosional landforms again. So the very first one is fjords. So fjords are long, narrow waterways which are surrounded by steep-sided wall or cliff. This type of structure, feature, is mostly seen in the polar regions. These fjords are formed when the U-shaped valley is cut by the movement of glacier. So in the previous class we have already discussed about the formation of U-shaped valley. So suppose this is your U-shaped valley created by glacier. So when glacier moves over this U-shaped valley, in course of time it does the work of erosion here at the base, at the glaciated trough, which leads to cutting of this U-shaped valley. And the water gets filled in this U-shaped valley in course of time. So when this type of U-shaped valley happens to be near the coastal region, near the sea or near the ocean, then the water which is present in the ocean also find its way inside this fjord, inside this long narrow inlet. So the water which is coming from this fjord and water which is already present in ocean happens to meet along this narrow channel, narrow waterway. So this type of feature is known as fjord. And this type of feature is mostly seen in the polar regions, where the difference between the ice line and sea level is very less. So Norway is a place which is known for the formation of fjords. Suppose if you see to the Norway map of Norway, you can see this type of features. At the upper portion, you can see this type of feature. So this narrow inlet of sea is known as fjord. Yeah. This is fjord. Next is crevasse. So crevasse are nothing but a fracture or a crack which has developed on the glacier. So when the glaciers move along the bends of a mountain or the slope, then the glacier, being a rigid body, they develop a crack. Here, suppose this is your glacier, it is moving over the bends of the mountain or bends on the slope. So when it is moving, it also needs to turn according to the bends. So when it is turning according to the bend, it develops the crack on that bend. So this type of crack or fracture that develops in the glacier when it happens to move along the bends of the mountain is known as crevasse. Next is Burgess-Churned. So Burgess-Churned is a type of crevasse, but it is more wider and more deeper as compared to crevasse. So Burgess-Churned, Burge meaning mountain and churned meaning crack. Suppose this is your mountain over which the ice is moving. So when the ice moves over these bends, it develops a crack here. Crack is developed. So when this part below the crack moves downwards, moves further below, then this crack gets widened at the head here. So this type of deep vertical crack which develops at the head of glacier is known as Burgess-Churned, and this Burgess-Churned often pose threat to mountaineers climbing the mountain, because during the summer season the ice which is present over it melts and it is left deep and open. I hope this video turns out to be helpful in your studies. Stay updated, stay safe.